Hello friends, welcome to Get My University. I'm your host Anuj Goyal and we are in our session called Samvad. So today I have with me Harshita Chaudhary. Harshita Chaudhary is a medical aspirant and Harshita Chaudhary is a final year medical student at Philippines studying at University of Perpetual Health System Delta. आज का रीजन हमारा इस सेशन को करने का ये है कि काफी बच्चे हैं जो फिलीपींस को एज अ प्रॉमिसिंग डेस्टिनेशन देखते हैं बट दे हैव सम वेरी सीरियस क्वेश्चंस राइट और एकेडमिक रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस एंड बिकॉज हर्षिता you are a fourth year student so you have experienced the overall scenario of the pure academic cycle over there. So first of all Harshita, I would like to welcome to this session.
Thank you, sir, for having me here. I'm glad to do this with you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let me start with the introduction. Harshita Chaudhary, she's from Alwar, Rajasthan, and she has decided to go forward for her medical education in September 2016, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And so first of all, Harshita, my first question to you, why did you decided to go for Philippines when you have multiple options, right? And what was your reasons for selecting Philippines as a country?
Sir, I won't say there was just one reason. There were like multiple reasons why I decided to go with Philippines. You know, when you go and talk to people, they'll suggest a lot of places to you.
Mhm.
China was there, Russia was there, Ukraine was also there. But then I decided to go with Philippines particularly because one thing, the time duration, which was same as Indian medical course, and second thing, the language.
Mhm.
And it's a part of Asian continent, so majorly the diseases were supposed, you know, when you are in an Asian continent, so the diseases are also same.
Yeah.
So they'll teach you more of those diseases rather than teaching you, if you're going to Russia, they'll teach you diseases which are more prominent there, not in our continent. So this was one of the benefit I felt was there if I go to Philippines. And second thing, language thing, which I mentioned before, because until and unless you're not able to interact with the patient being in a medical field, it's useless. Because
Yes.
if you're not getting what they are saying and you're not able to convey what you are getting or on what diagnosis you are reaching onto, so I don't think so that's benefit. And wasting 1 year behind a language thing, I am staying in India. And until now, in these many years, I haven't got fluent with English as well as Hindi.
Yeah.
So I don't get this concept of learning one language in just 1 year. So I wasn't comfortable with that thing. I was comfortable much more going to Philippines because of these multiple reasons.
Wonderful, wonderful. So my first direct question to you, Harshita, you have experienced your pre-medicine also, which you have
Yes,
done
sir.
in AB psychology, right?
Yes.
And
sir.
after that, you have almost you are in the final clerkship of your medicine year, right? The general question that comes to a student is, so what is the benefit of studying psychology as a subject, right? And how will the subject as a psychology help us in terms of shaping us? या हमें उस तरह से क्या benefit मिलने वाला है, you know, while in your medicine program, right?
Mhm.
So this is one question I would like to hear from you. What has been your experience? आपको psychology का benefit कहाँ नजर आया? और AB, you know, you have another option called BS biology also. So what is
Yes,
your
sir.
experience if you evaluate both the options? How do you rate psychology as a subject?
So both the things have its own benefit, you know, different subjects, different, you know, and you get to study psychology as well. Whereas BS is like bachelor's in science of biology, you can say that. So I opted for psychology because I wanted to learn something new. Since I was in 11th and 12th, I have been through like all medical stuff, biology, physics, chemistry. I wanted to learn something different. And I had an option whether I should go with AB psychology or BS. AB psychology was much more fun. There were different things, and I was quite keen to know about them. So I opted for psychology, and I was given an option to do research there in AB psychology, which was amazing. You know, you are calling something your own. You are the one who discovered that thing. So that was a good part of being a student of AB psychology. Whereas if I would have opted for BS, yeah, I would agree that thing would have helped me out in my medicine, obviously, because you are doing something bachelor's in science or biology. So obviously that thing is going to help you out in your medicine. But then for me, opting AB psychology was opting something new which I have never learned. So that part was interesting,
But you
which
feel
actually drawn my
psychology,
attention.
you feel psychology will help you somewhere in your medical journey as a student or as a doctor?
Yeah, of course, I do feel that, sir, because in AB psychology, you don't only study things about related to arts, but you also study things related to the personality, the human personality, the behavior, and everything. So, because as you know that in MBBS also we do have a subject psychology. There also we study these things. So it's kind of an idea what you will be actually studying there. So it does help you. It is related to. It's not like something beyond your stream. It's not. It is actually related in many sense, I would say.
Well stated, well stated. Harshita, my second question, and this is a very basic or a very larger question from the student. In India, when you do your medicine, the duration is 4.5 years of
Yeah.
studies and then 1 year of your clinical internship. In Philippines, you are doing total of your 5.5 years, which has 1.5 year of pre-medicine, but the main medicine is 4 years. Don't you feel that this 4 years as a time is a lesser time, or probably it stretches the student very much? या स्टूडेंट पे बर्डन बहुत ज्यादा पड़ता है because कहीं ना कहीं he is doing this medicine in a lesser time frame of 1 year. So
I
how
get
has
it.
been your experience and your not only your experience, a larger experience जो इतने बच्चे आज पढ़ रहे हैं फिलीपींस में? How do you rate that?
So I won't say it's an easy thing to do.
Okay.
In fact, medicine is the thing which is not easy cup of tea for anyone who wanted to go for it. But then compressing that whole syllabus in just 3 years, and then you have to go through it in 3 years is a difficult task. It does get little hectic. I won't say that it's a very easy thing and you can easily do it and then you will come out with flying colors. No, you'll have to work hard. You'll have to sit and study for hours. But I would say here in India, people are so free. I mean, I've been talking, I'll be very honest, I won't sugarcoat anything.
Okay.
But then, yeah, here in India, medical students are actually quite free. They don't take much burden on themselves. Their schedule is like very much flexible. Whereas in Philippines, the schedule is very much packed, compressing that whole syllabus of 4.5 years into 3 years itself makes it compressed thing. Okay, and difficult thing to cope up with. But then if you are consistent, if you're studying regularly, if you're giving your time, then it won't be a difficult thing. I am doing it, lot other students are doing it, and trust me, I was able to do it. It's not like I was completely into studies all the time. I had my fun part as well, but it wasn't that difficult. You can do it. It's just that you don't get much time to waste here and there. You'll have to be consistency.
Harshita, tell me, let's say your friends, आपके friends भी होंगे who must be studying from other countries, say Russia, Ukraine. Over
Yes,
there,
sir.
they have a complete duration of 6 years, right?
Yes,
So,
sir.
what do you feel? Are they like very relaxed, या फिर उनका curriculum बहुत slow pace पे चलता है?
So I would say they are relaxed and their curriculum is also going on a slow pace.
Okay.
Because when we prepare for an exam, I'm just giving you a situation, like when we prepare for an exam, whether it's for NEET PG or you're fighting when you will come back here
Next.
and we'll prepare for the FMG or next exam, which is going to be conducted soon. So we study all those 19 subjects in the duration of 6 months or maybe in a year. So when we can make studies of those 19 subjects possible in 6 months or a year, then I think it is very much, possible to cover all those subjects in duration of 3 years. And there people, one year they have to waste in, learning language. As far as I'm concerned, they waste that. For me, that is waste only, because I don't think so that provides you any benefit, because when you come back to India, you don't get to practice that language, you don't get to speak that language anymore. So yeah, I feel wasting 1 year behind learning a language, it's much more easy thing or better to opt for this. So yeah,
I completely agree, Harshita. And this brings me to the most important question of my interaction. which is about the practical learning of MBBS in the Philippines. As you said, language plays a very important role. Even what I felt, your patients or the people of Philippines are also very friendly. They don't have any reservation while you are observing them, you are treating them, or you are diagnosing them, right? तो ये भी एक बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर है. Otherwise, generally in other countries there have been instances patient is not that comfortable, so it becomes more of a clinical observation. It doesn't goes into internship, right?
Yes,
Coming
sir.
to the question, so your final year clerkship, I think that is the year you transform yourself, right? And
Yes,
this
sir,
is the
exactly.
most aggressive clerkships across the globe. Across the globe, any country,
Yes, sir.
American
I
education
agree.
pattern may, even I am just having this clerkship system, I can see, the total number of weeks. So these are almost 2000 hours, more than 1 year effectively. So you have
Yes,
10
sir.
weeks of medicine, 8 weeks of pediatrics, 8 weeks of surgery, OB-GYN 8 weeks, PMCH 4 weeks, psychiatry 2 weeks, ophthalmology 2 weeks, then rhinology 2 weeks, radiology 2 weeks, anesthesia and electives for 2 weeks. So,
Yes, sir.
in short, you are doing 10 clinical rotations, major and minor comprising. What is your take? How is it helping you guys? And how rigorous it is?
I am actually understanding where we are getting onto it. So of course, I would say that if you are coming to Philippines, you need to have a heart of a stone that, okay, we are going, determination is required.
Yes.
And you actually get into hospital thing, when you get into clinical rotations,
Yes.
you have to work hard a lot. Doctors will scold you. They will definitely scold you. They will cross question you in front of the patient. Not like, they'll take you in the corner and then they'll talk with you. No, they'll ask you things right in front of the patient and then they will scold you in front of all your classmates. Because they expect you, if you have studied for these many years, they expect you to know things.
Yes.
When they are allowing you to go and talk to or interact with their patient, they want you to be a good doctor. And then they get very strict with us there. We have to go there. And even the attendance thing, I would like to mention there. It's not like you just have to swipe the card. No, you have to go for a thumbprint there.
Oh.
Yeah, swiping a card was easy. You give it to your friend, they'll swipe on your behalf.
So it's a
They can't
biometric.
take your thumb, exactly. They won't take your thumb and stick it there. Obviously, you have to go and attend those things. And then after every rotation, you have to go through an exam also. It's kind of a mock test, whatever you have learned throughout the rotation. Like if I'm doing a medicine rotation for 2 months, a surgery rotation for 2 months, then our residents will come or our doctors will come and then they'll make you sit in a class. They'll go for a mock test. They'll do your markings along with that. And if you're not able to pass that mock test or that exam which they are going to conduct, you have to go through the rotation again. They'll make you do the rotation again because they are so much into this thing that, okay, if you're becoming a doctor, it's not about just being a doctor. You have to be a good
So basically,
doctor.
they are hard taskmasters. They are hard taskmasters.
Exactly, they are. But you learn a lot of things. We actually learn a lot of things. Reading from books is one thing. Going there, doing things practically, facing the situation, going into the emergency departments, doing night shifts, you get a lot of patience and we get panic. They make you, when you face all those situations, they prepare us in such a good way that when we come back to India, it becomes way more easy for us to fight the exam, to work in a hospital, because we know we have gained knowledge. We have a different level of competition when we go and work in a hospital here in India as well.
Yeah.
So it's okay. It's little hectic, but you can cope with it.
Harshita, what I feel now, it is, say you take NEET ka exam, okay?
Yeah,
It is not about this 180 questions. I'll give you 5 hours, you can solve almost 90% of the question. It is all about the stress and the endurance that you can bear in your life. Okay?
Yes, exactly.
So the point is, whether it is studying for 4-year medicine, 3 years medicine, whether it is about the clinical clerkship, the more endurance, the more stress, or the more I'll say prepared you are, better will be your positioning so as to face any kind of scenario. Right? Curriculum is
Yes,
always
sir.
the same, right? In top B
Yes,
schools,
sir.
in top schools, in moderate schools, in lower schools, curriculum is always the same. It is all about
Yes.
the pressure that you bear and then comes
Exactly.
your
Yes.
mental status, how balanced you have been in that situation.
Yes, sir. I agree. I agree.
And I think this is
Definitely.
how this whole education system is oriented, right? For
Yes, sir.
for
Definitely.
a student, it is important to understand that this is not about completing, it is all about transforming yourself, okay? Evolving yourself as a person.
Yes. I mean, I have personally felt that I was very, I was a very different person when I went from here to Philippines. And when I went there, I studied, I went to the hospital. It has actually shaped me in a very fine way. A fine version of myself I could feel right now, you know. And it's good to feel that way whenever you're standing in front of a mirror and you know that, okay, we know things. Okay, we know that if you'll keep us into the situation, we'll be able to manage things, we'll be able to manage the patient. So that is the point when you feel that even though we worked hard for 4 5 years, but it has bring something good to us that we are proud of. So this was like a whole journey is so good. It's nourishing and it's tough as well. I won't say, you're walking in a garden or on flowers. No, of course not. Sometimes you feel that why are we even doing it? A lot of times we'll question ourselves throughout the journey, why are we even doing it? Where is it gonna reach? But then just be consistent, keep on going, and you're gonna come out with flying colors. Trust me. Whosoever is listening to it, this is the key of being a good doctor. Study, be constant, learn things, understand things, be compassionate.
Great. Harshita, last, before I sum up this session, I would like to hear from you to understand University of Perpetual Health System. How's the campus and how's the hospital? Because I think when you talk about next exam and clinical clerkship and patient exposure, how big is your hospital and how's the campus like? How's the faculty? Just a short, brief.
Yeah, sure. So our hospital is one of the known hospital. It's very renowned hospital back in Philippines. It comes under NCR region. So yeah, very well and quite highly qualified doctors we have under whom we'll be working. Okay, they'll give you different situations, clinical cases. They prepare you well, and the whole hospital comprises of around 850 to 900 beds,
Oh,
which itself is a big thing. Having these many beds available into a hospital is actually a big thing. And the moment you enter into the hospital, you feel that you're in heaven. It's clean, patients are well, looked after, and nurses are very good. Nursing staff is really, really, really nice. I would say half of
Philippines
the
is known for their nurses. To be
exactly.
really honest, the kind,
Yeah.
statistically, more than 50% of global nurses are from Philippines. And by nature, they are warm, they are hospitable, they are very
Yeah,
pleasant, and
exactly.
they are so professional. They're so professional.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
agree.
you're not supposed to tell them what to do and how to do. They are very dedicated when it comes to
They
the
are
professional
very
side.
dedicated. And sir, I feel nurses are the backbone of medicine. Not only doctors, nurses are also the backbone of any medical system. Because if you talk about the surgical nurses, they are amazing. They have this much of knowledge. Even we are the one who are studying for MBBS, but they are the one who actually have knowledge about small things. Sometimes we are working there and they used to correct us. No, doctor, you're doing this thing wrong. You're supposed to do it in this way. So, and they won't be like, over dominating on you. Listen, you are from some other country and you don't have knowledge about it. How are you going to do it? No, they'll teach you very politely and they'll tell you your small things. They will correct you, which is going to help you out in your future. And apart from that, everything, like whenever I have noticed this thing in Philippines personally, like whenever you go to a reception there, receptionist is very sweet. She'll ask you, if you don't know to which doctor you have to show, either you have to go to a medicine doctor, you have to go to a ENT doctor, or to a cardio physician, or to a neuro physician. They'll ask you, they themselves will ask you, ki, what problem you are having, ma'am. And especially with the old age people, they are so polite. They don't even, the old people doesn't even have to stand in a queue. They don't even have to stand in a queue. They have a particular different reception in hospital for them, that those people can directly go and they will be given the priority over the youngsters or the other people, those who are there. And then they will suggest you, man, you should go to this doctor, man, you should opt for this thing. So this is really nice. And doctors are given so much of respect there. Not only doctors who are there, but even we as a student, we get so much of respect. in the society as well, anywhere, when people will hear, okay, you're doing medicine, they give you so much of respect. I have never felt that respectful throughout my life. I've been a student in a school where I was bright, but still, I have never faced that kind of a respect which I have seen there. So, yeah. And one more thing I would like to mention here, the technologies, the machinery which they use in hospital, it is very highly equipped. The hospital is really very, very highly equipped. Robotic surgeries are there. I have never seen us robotic surgeries, but then I have seen it there. So yeah, this is great. It fills me with enthusiasm. Okay, I'm working at a place which is that good.
Wonderful, wonderful, Harshita. And I'll tell you, I'll put a topping on your experience. This
Yes.
whole thing, this whole concept of patient friendliness, this is coming out of American education system, right?
Yes, sir.
They
Definitely.
don't, when I asked you the first question about AP psychology, right? They don't just focus on the main treatment part. For them, pre-treatment, post-treatment,
Exactly.
discharging, patient interaction, patient orientation, right? How you are behaving with a patient is of utmost importance, right? This
Yes,
is,
sir.
and that is where we say, no, America, or these countries, they have a very high human life or human quality, or probably people
Yes,
respecting
sir.
and all, right? People feel good about going into the country, right? You cannot just
Yes.
discredit a person, like just open your mouth and you are through, right? So this is all coming from that thing. But wonderful, wonderful, Harshita. I think you've explained it very categorically, very nicely explained. And I
I
think,
hope. I hope.
yeah, and I believe this whole experience that you have shared, a student can feel it, they can imbibe it, and certainly they'll be much excited, if you're planning to go for, especially the Philippines as a country. Or after this session, some apprehensions that they have, right? Fundamental apprehensions may be relieved, right? प्रॉब्लम क्या है ना आज की डेट में everyone is looking for shortcuts,
Yes,
everyone
sir.
is
I
looking
know.
for ease of life, करना ना
Hmm.
पड़े, इधर नहीं जाना पड़े, and when you look for long term goals, it has to be hard work, it has to be
Yes, sir.
intensity that will really help you, or that will evolve you as a person.
Exactly, sir. I mean, there is no shortcut. If you want to be a doctor, there is no shortcut in this. If you go in any of the country, not only India, I would say, or Philippines, or any country, if you want to be a good doctor, there is no shortcut to it. You will have to sit, you will have to study for hours, and then you have to be dedicated of what you are doing. Because if you are not, then ट्रस्ट मी सर फिलीपींस में तो नहीं पार लगेगी क्योंकि आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा यू विल हैव टू स्टडी आई एम
ठीक
नॉट
है,
स्केयरिंग डोंट प्लीज don't take it in a way that I'm scaring, but I'm just keeping a reality in front. Study consistency is very, very important, I would say.
आई थिंक
Because if you
आई
are
थिंक हर्षिता,
consistent,
वो
then it's fine.
कंसिस्टेंसी ही है, वो एक
हाँ,
ओरिएंटेशन ही है उन बच्चों की. इफ यू लुक एट द एमसीआई पासिंग, इफ यू लुक एट अदर पीएलई पासिंग, यू विल डेफिनेटली फाइंड अ स्टीप डिफरेंस बिटवीन द कंट्रीज, राइट? और वो एक
yes,
कंसिस्टेंसी आपको नजर आती है, राइट?
definitely, sir, definitely.
Wonderful
So,
session, Harshita. So nice of you.
thank you,
So
sir.
thankful that you spared your time. इतने busy schedule में से, right? But
Nahi, nahi, sir.
I'm
Pleasure is
hopeful.
all mine.
Yes, I'm hopeful people will learn, and they, in case if someone would like to connect with you, sharing your personal experience, you'll be delighted. And moving
Yeah,
forward, they
sure.
can have personal
Definitely, sir.
sessions with you, being a mentor or a elder one who's been there in this whole education system.
No, sir. I welcome everyone who wanna people when they go there, they have a lot of curiosity because obviously you're going to a different country and you're gonna be into a completely different scenario. So I get this thing. Before going, everybody have these things, but if you decide to go to Philippines, it's good. It's a good decision. Stick to it. Go there, study hard, be a good doctor, come back, make your country proud. That's it.
Thanks a lot, Harshita, and
Thank
my
you,
best
sir.
wishes to you. And I'm sure you will be a very good and a very humane doctor, right? और हमें
Hope
ऐसे
so, sir.
डॉक्टरों
Hope
की
so.
बहुत जरूरत है, right?
Hope so.
Thank you for being a
We'll
part of this wonderful session, Harshita. Thank you very much.
pleasure, sir. Pleasure being here and a part of it, part of being something like we can, make the other people aware. And even if I'll be able to help one single student, in get into this field and be a good doctor, that's it. The aim of this webinar has been done. That means.
Thank you, Harshita.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
Say hello to GMU, the one-stop shop for all your admission needs. We introduce you to the finest universities and help find the best fit based on your profile. We help with applications and assist with documentation, visas and even accommodation. With over a decade's worth of experience, 40 university partners in 10 countries worldwide and more than 5,000 satisfied students, GMU does it all. Fix a meeting with us today